Hey guys, Thundera here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see my other videos. Okay, so today is March 23rd, which means the start of a new week. It's kind of bad. We did do our bags this weekend for our show this coming weekend. What I figured out was that I did not have any, like, regular color ducks. I have two that are just, like, variegated colors or whatever. I do not have any that are regular colors. I'm getting low on my tractors, which I'm going to make a tractor today to be able to have the two shows worth. I need to do the footballs. I don't remember what else is in this book. Tractor, obviously, I'm doing. The footballs was supposed to be next, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pass that and do the ducks, or I may just go ahead and do the footballs and then do the ducks. I still need a cow, an elephant, a couple of gnomes, a couple of the small gnomes, but they're kind of fall slash Christmassy gnomes, so they'll do. I still need a pig, a horse, and that's it for the regular stuff. So I'm not going to be able to get through all that this week. There's no way. But my goal is to have the tractor, the footballs, and the ducks done. I should be able to get that done this week. Should be in the keyword. The tractor is a pattern I translated from, I think it's BI-DK, something like that. It'll be linked. The ducks are a pattern by Odinka Wizanani. And then the footballs come from Stringy Ding Ding. And I do them in a few different colors. As I've said before, my state is a big football state. I actually live near one of the colleges in my state, so I kind of do like a regular football, just brown and white. I'll do one for the college that's near me, and then do one for the other two big colleges in the state, because that's usually the ones that people are going to be looking for. And it just so happens that some of those colors can actually work for some of the schools around here, like the high schools around here. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. I only need, I think it said 2 footballs. Yeah, I only need 2 footballs, which is good. But I definitely need footballs. I definitely need the ducks, and I need the tractor. The rest of them, obviously I need, but it's not as urgent of a need. So that's what we're going to focus on this week, is those things. I've already got the colors picked out for the tractor. I should be able to get it done today and be able to move on to something else tomorrow. Maybe even be able to move on to something else today. But we are going to get off of here, get to the couch, and get to crocheting. Hey guys, okay, so it's Wednesday, which means it's time for the midweek update, but first, I meant to mention it in the intro, but yeah, I forgot. I did get a haircut. I'm pretty certain that you probably noticed that. I got a lot of my hair. It was time. I had not had a haircut in a few years, but yeah, it was time, and it felt so much better. It feels so much better. So I did mean to mention that in Monday's video, but I forgot. So yeah, but so far I have gotten a tractor done. This is it's by-bi.dk or something like that. It's going to be linked. But yeah, a tractor, done, finished. I got a regular football, which this is not technically the brown that I would hope to use, but I'm kind of limited on my brown options right now. And this, I have a lot of this brown, so it works. It sells. It's fine. And then I have this football, red and gray. So I have 3 things already done this week. That's so much better than the last few weeks. I'm going. I'm getting it done. I'm also trying to work on something else in the background. So once I get done with certain things during the day, I kind of switch over and work on that. Or I've been trying to, but you know, things happen. The football pattern is from Stringy Ding. It will also be linked. Today I'm going to start on the ducks. I'm going to do the yellow and orange and then the mallard duck, because those just really sell so well. So yeah, that's my plan, is to start on ducks. Hopefully get those done. Those are by Odinko Wizanani. And I should be able to get at least one done today and then one done tomorrow, and then have to do the outro on Friday. But yeah, I'm going better this week than I was the last few weeks. I don't know what it was, but we're going. I guess it's just because of the impending show this weekend. It's kind of exciting to have a show and to know that you're going to be able to get your stuff out there. But yeah, that's all I have for this part of this video. So we're going to get off of here, get to the couch, and get to duck making. So let's go. Hey guys, okay, so it's Friday, which means it's time for the end of the week. Okay, so you saw the tractor, green one. Yeah, so there's that. We saw the 2 footballs that I needed. Tractors by by.bi.dk, and then these are by Stringy Ding Ding. They'll be linked. The other 2 things I needed was 2 ducks in regular colors because they've sold. So here's the one. This is by a pattern by Odinka Wizanani. Yeah, so we have a duck, a yellow and orange one, and then we have a mallard. So green, white, brown, then the orange. So we have our 2 ducks. The thing is that now I'm kind of thinking that since these 2 colors sell so well, I should probably have more than one of each in stock. So I think I'm going to try and make another one of each. Of course, I have my show this weekend, so our restock list will probably grow, but we are getting close to not having any more like regular stuff to make. The rest of the stuff will be like Christmas, fall, winter, Halloween type stuff, like the spiders and the gingerbread and all of that. So that's going to be fun to do. But yeah, I'm really pleased with what I got done this week. Honestly, last night we had a late baseball game for my nephew. He's decided to play baseball now instead of soccer. And it did not go well. It was late when we got home, and I am tired. And then we have to go and set up our tables today and pack the car and all the things before a show, and I'm tired. I'm tired. So, yeah, but I am pleased with what I got done with this week. Baseball has kind of thrown me for a loop because if we're not going to the practices or the games, we are watching my niece most likely. And that is a job in and of itself. And I love my niece, I do, but there's only so much SpongeBob you can take, guys. There really is only so much SpongeBob. But I'll endure it for her, and like I told my nephew, baseball is not my favorite sport, but I'll endure it for him. So that's all that they can ask is, yeah. But like I said, I'm proud of what I got done this week. It's more than what I had been doing. At least one day I got 2 things done. So there is that. Like I said, we're just going to go to this market this weekend, tomorrow actually, see how we do, see if we end up with more restock stuff, and just continue on with the list. I think next is things like cow and a pig and horse, stuff like that. So that should be fun to make next week. It's basically going down to the farm. So, but yeah, that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.